What's up, guys? We got a top 4 finisher with the Chamber deck. He's been pretty much rocking it out here in this area. So what is your name, by the way?
My name's Deej, but online I'm Frogslicer.
Frogslicer. Are you from this area?
Yeah, I actually live like 5 minutes away from this card shop.
There you go.
So cool.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right, so what made you want to play Chamber today?
Chainburn is the deck I play when I'm insecure about the metagame as a whole.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
All right, and what were your losses to you in Wednesday?
That's a good question. First match was Gemini Hero beat. Then it was
2-0?
Yes.
Beast.
And then after that was Quick Draw.
Quick Draw.
That was 2-1 because he had Decree, so I had to bring in my Decree hate for game 3. After that was Black Wings. Yeah, Black Wings.
Yeah.
And then Bayou, and then Black Wings, and then Cameron. I lost to Cameron. He was playing Diva
Points. Or what's it?
and that's everything.
Okay, cool, awesome. Yeah, it seems like you had a lot of Blackwing matchups. Isn't
Yeah.
that like your worst matchup ever?
Yeah.
Phase Icarus and
Yep, exactly for that reason.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the deck develop, and
Okay,
then maybe
so-
you could teach us a little thing or two about how to play the Blackwing matchup.
So this deck I topped with exact same list in the 1K tournament for the EdisonFormat.com Discord. And the list hasn't changed one bit, so we'll break it down.
Okay, check it out.
The inspiration was I looked at every single chain burn deck in the history of all time,
Wow.
and I tried to match the ratios for draw, burn, and stall. So we don't have card D, but we do have Cyber Battle, which
go.
doubles as draw and doubles as stall. The goal is to always use the second effect to draw 2.
Yeah.
That's why we run this silly card, Jester Comfy.
What's it do?
Basically does nothing, just special summons itself for free. But if I'm able to protect it for a turn with a threatening roar or something, then I can bounce it to bounce one of my opponent's face-up monsters. So if they happen to have a main deck hate card, I can get rid of it if I can set it up.
What's a hate card that people have?
Main deck, it's going to be something like Magical Android.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That kind of hurts. But sometimes you run into silly stuff, like sometimes I see Jinzo, weird stuff. It doesn't come up often.
Okay.
But you always can. But the whole point is this pairs up with this, and it's an alert target.
Cool.
Faders are stall, and it converts off of Valley to draw.
Okay.
And then I run as few monsters as possible. So Sangan to search for either piece. So stall if you need it, or
Even
one
Morphin
half
Draw.
of the draw.
Do you ever search for Morphin Draw with Sanya?
I don't like to. I have,
see.
and it's okay, but this is such a gotcha card. If they can play around it, you'll lose big time.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
But if you can resolve it, it's like game winning. So
Yeah.
you have to run it.
You have to.
Even if I don't like the risk that comes with it.
What's the risk?
Well, if you're stalling for turns, all the removal they have in their deck, they're going to draw eventually.
That's true.
So they'll hit the thing that you don't want them to hit.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
Cameron did to me. But yeah, so we run 4 spells. Allure, we run, I think, is the bare minimum dark count, especially with other draw cards to support it. It's dead sometimes, but it's usually fine.
It's about the chain.
Yeah, rarely, but yeah. Because usually you're spending your stuff on their turn. Scapegoat, convert off of Valley for draw,
Absolutely.
and stall. It's good.
Yeah.
Double Chain Strike.
Okay.
So this is like the
That's the
de
name
facto
of the
chain
deck,
card,
yeah.
basically.
Chamber.
So you want chain links to do more damage. Same thing goes for Accumulated Fortune. These you need your chain links to draw 2 cards. So if
Yeah.
you're able to sustain your chain links and turn through your deck, then you're able to consistently draw +1s with this. Has to be chain link 4 or higher. Reckless. Reckless is my best friend today. It was like glued to my hand every match and probably helped me a lot today. I think I had 3 matches I had double Reckless.
Nice.
And
That's
1 I
awesome.
had triple. So this was great
Yeah.
today.
One match where you had triple, and then two games where you had double.
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
that's
So this was
pretty
nice. But you want to try to activate on your turn so you get deeper.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Sustain stuff. But if you have to change, it's not that big deal. So because of Accumulated Fortunes, I run these ratios of 2 and 2 for Jar and Legacy Yatagarasu.
Yep.
So while there is plenty of historic decks that run 3 and 3, you want to run any split for sure to have different names for the chain. But I do the bare minimum, and I'd rather have the speed with the sorcery speed stuff.
Yeah, sorcery.
So these are just negative tempo. They're really good though for baiting out Heavy Storm and stuff.
Yeah.
So these are my least favorite cards in the deck, but they were super MVPs today. These are the non-chainable cards.
Yeah.
And they just deflect damage. So if you hit me for 3k, now you're taking 3k.
It works for piercing damage too.
Yeah, that was nice for this. It
Like
actually
that.
won me my one game I won in the top
Yeah,
8.
with the
That
armor?
was nice.
I'm assuming it was
with
the
the Armor
armor.
Master. Or sorry, Bora. It was just a Bora for
Oh,
17.
I thought it was.
Yeah, he was at like 12.
Oh, I see.
Sorry, you got the other two.
Yeah.
Ceasefire, this was amazing today.
Yeah.
So there was one time someone was on Bayou, they searched for their Raikou, and I was able to, I didn't do that much damage with it, I think I did 1,000.
Oh, I see.
But it flips up their Raikou and doesn't get its effect.
True.
So I was able to slow them down, so I kind of countered his stall a little bit in that match.
You do 5,000 damage with this yet?
No, I did 35 with it
Oh,
today,
okay, that's
and he had to
still
solemn it.
Oh, that's
So
better.
it was cheaper to solemn it than
Yeah.
to take the damage. He had to, so that was pretty crazy. And then this is the best burn card, just
Yeah.
desserts, up to 2,500 damage.
Yeah.
The rule of thumb is you want all the burn cards to do on average 1,600 damage. So that's what you're trying to get that extra value out of the reflectors.
Okay.
Secret Barrel. So this is regularly 2K. This is regularly 2K.
Got it.
This is the number of cards I have
Damage.
total. A Geometrio, it's at 1 in Edison for some
Unfortunate.
reason. It's seriously like in all the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's been at 2 for the most part.
But this is at 1.
It's at 1, so it's actually kind of annoying. Like it's still good enough to run, but it's so inconsistent. Like you can't bank on it, so you have to slam these for less damage than you normally would in other formats.
Unfortunate. Is there other cards that give monsters to your opponent
Yeah, like
that are good? Sorry.
nah, not
No?
not really.
It's edge.
There's Nightmare Archfiends or something like that.
Yeah, that's what someone told me too.
Yeah,
On my channel.
but no. And I run 2 and 2. Same reason for Accumulated Fortune as the Jar of Greed. And
I can see why you don't play 3 copies of each because you don't want copies of it on the chain.
Yeah, so you definitely don't want multiple names.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that gets in your way. And too much stall, you just lose games.
Yeah.
If you can let them build up stuff, they'll draw into whatever and just remove your stuff. Like,
Right.
You have to hit the ratio. That's the most important thing. So if you're gonna fiddle with this deck, if you don't like this monster lineup,
Yeah.
that's cool. But just understand like what it is you're giving up.
Right.
There's plenty of other versions for sure. Like I was thinking about doing something with Grand Mole and Armageddon Knight or something.
There you go.
But yeah, so the side deck actually didn't have the side deck I really wanted, but I'll show you what I had today. Compulses because I was expecting a lot of androids,
Okay.
and also Bora or Armed Wing kicks my butt.
Yeah.
So, because Armed Wing does more damage to me, and I need a better side deck plan for that. Sidra was amazing today. There was this awesome play where I had nothing, and he hit me with an Air Bellum.
Mhm.
I had to discard something irrelevant, and then I slammed a Cyber Dragon, and I Brain Conned his Air Bellum.
Yeah.
And that was 3,700 damage, and I ripped his combo enabler, and then I made a Colossal Fighter, which is basically just like a Marshmallow in that situation,
Yeah,
right?
just
You
put
put
it
it in
in
defense,
defense
yeah. So I didn't
But
care.
not against Black Wings because they'll pierce you.
Yeah, not against Black.
Yeah.
He wasn't, yeah.
That's good.
Triple Kai, so
Okay.
it's just Omni removal. So you don't know, there's so many things that hate. Oh, and that's the thing. So if they have a Jinzo or something, this kills Jinzo.
True.
And typically I run Electric Fires as well that hits Jinzo, and it also hits Prime Material Dragon, which is
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Yeah, we were talking about that in the stream.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is just, Kaius is always good. Brain Kaius is regularly 3,400 damage.
That's a lot of
So
damage.
as long as everything you're siding in, if it's gonna solve something, it needs to also do damage. I think that's really important.
Do you side this in going second?
Yeah, sure. Because I have plenty of special summon. I have plenty to support it.
Yeah,
It
that
just
makes
depends on when I side out.
You can also special summon Cyber Dragon, normal summon Cyber Valley.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh man, I had a really cool play against Cameron with Cyber Valley where I used his third effect because siding in Triple Kai sucks a lot, but you need to draw it. If you draw a double, it hurts because you can hardly summon one.
Right.
But I had that. I was clunked up against Cameron and actually had a Valley, and I used the third effect to put the lethal, the lethal just desserts on top of my deck.
Oh, I see.
But he ended up having a Dust Tornado to
Dust
kill it.
Tornado, yeah. All that.
That
just
was
to get
cool.
Dust
I actually
Tornado.
got to do that.
Yeah. That's
Anyway,
smart.
Gores, I sided in once today. It was okay. I usually don't have it on my side. Trap Issue, I very much don't like this in my side.
Okay.
I don't even know when I would side it, and I just slapped this together right before I came here. These, I also don't like setting these in. Potentially, if they were on like a lot of floodgates, if they're on Decree, like and Oppression, something silly, I don't know.
Yeah.
They never come in. MST could come in more.
Yeah.
The biggest reason you'd want to is against something like Black Wings, and I probably should be doing that more. If I know they're on set Icarus or set Dust
Yeah.
Tornado, or set anything that's going to disrupt, it's worth it just go -1.
Yeah.
Because you don't want them to lose. -1's a weird way to talk about Heavy Storm, but I'm talking like I don't want them. I want
Yeah.
them to maintain card advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all tempo. And then this was incredible today. So I had 2 in the past. Now I'm on 3.
Yeah.
You expect a lot of Black Wings, and regularly this just pumps and attacks directly at
Yeah.
least. And if they have a wide board, like I think I hit for 47 or something earlier with it today. It was amazing.
What a cool little side deck. You
Yeah.
basically play monsters so that you can do damage.
Yeah. So
Chain Burn doesn't have to have no monsters after all.
I think these are worth it. I think the Cyber Dragons are worth it, and probably the Kaises are worth it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to
Yeah,
put
Kai's
in.
burns.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't always come in. It just depends on how much hate you're expecting.
Right.
I really think the main deck is done. I don't think you should deviate from this really, unless you want to trick people up.
Yeah.
This you can mess with for sure.
Yeah, true.
Side deck.
You want
And
your
the
extra deck?
This was my Diva Hero extra deck. Actually, I should
funny.
I should put some Blackwing Synchros in here because I brain controlled Gale 3 times today.
Okay. So you learned something as a Chamber
Yeah.
deck builder.
Oh, I learned a lot of cool stuff today. It was a lot of fun.
And you did play a lot of Blackwings today.
Yeah, I did.
So surprisingly, only lost against one Blackwing?
Yep. Yeah, right there in the end, top 4.
So there it is. Yeah, deck devastation. You guys probably saw on the stream. All right, thanks for the deck profile.
Absolutely.
Peace out.
I appreciate you. Yeah.